Um, I'll just go through this not very fast. I'm going to do the Utah State right after it if you guys don't care. Quick turnaround. I'll go through this game. You guys can ask whatever you want, and then I'll regroup, and then we'll do Utah State so we don't have to do it Monday, if that's okay. Is that good with everybody? All right. I thought we came out with good pace. I thought we came out with good energy to start the game. I didn't like that we finished on a 13-11 4-minute game at the end of the half to tie it at 38. I thought we did some good things offensively. It's just a little bit new with us when we go 4 guards because our offense doesn't work as fluid as we've done with 2 bigs forever. We're trying. We went 4 guards a lot more tonight because of switching. We needed to switch because they played 5 guys that could shoot the three-point line. But I thought Elijah was terrific. I thought Tim Williams was really good. Now, Tim Williams didn't practice for 2 days, and he's got his foot's been bothering him, but he didn't practice for 2 days, so he looked a little not in the flow. But he battled through it and looked terrific. Made some big plays for us. Sam, was sick the last 2 days, so we gave him a look to see how he was doing. But holding them to 25% from the three-point line in the second half after giving them 53% in the first half. We kind of made some adjustments. I thought we did some nice things. We played more man. We're getting a little bit more tougher man. I thought we got great minutes from Damian Jefferson, who made some big plays when we needed them. And then, we made some foul shots. We missed some foul shots. But, we're not a 60% foul shooting team. We've been 75 all year. So, but I think, the guys feed off me. I got to do a better job being more positive, more relaxed when we're at home. And I think they were a little wound up to get back home and play. But they've made great strides. We've got a long way to go. Very proud of them. They're working extremely hard, and they've really bonded together as a group. So hopefully we'll continue to play well.
You talked about the pace. You like the pace of the game. There were some moments that maybe they tried to speed things up and get you guys going a little bit faster.
I don't know if I like the pace of the game where there's not a timeout for the first 8 minutes. I don't mind playing like that. I just think that we settled for some jump shots early. I thought they gave us some jump shots that were open, that we're capable of making. Like Tim Williams, I think, had 3 in a row in that pace. Do I mind him taking them? Absolutely not. It's just not. It's not what we do when we're struggling offensively. But, we scored 38 points in the first half, and I was like, I didn't think our offense was very good, but it's 38 points, and then we gave up 38. But you got to give them credit. They did some good things at the end. I don't mind the pace. Jeff, we only had 7 turnovers with that pace, so we're doing pretty good with that.
And the points off the turnovers was 11-1. You guys get 11, they have 13.
Mm-hmm.
They only had 1 point off your 7. So was that just you guys were emphasizing the transition D so much that you guys were just getting back no matter what?
Well, I think we're getting back. We're sending 3 back because if you look at all offensive rebounding, it's not near as what we've done. That's the adjustment we've made. We're trying to take away from transition. We're trying to eliminate points off of turnovers, and when you have 7, you kind of eliminate that. I think we did a nice job ball control and using the clock late. So I think that was a big part of it. It's hard. It's hard with our group because when we're on the road, there's a lot of. It's just like they were they weren't down. They just, when you go in tight at home, you got to try to get them up. I said, we got to have better body language. We got to come out in the first 4 minutes and play well. We got to play the first 8 minutes because that's where we've struggled. And I thought they did that, Van. I thought, I just want them to be happy. I want them to have fun. I want them to play with passion. That's why they're playing the game. At the end of the day, it's a game. And I think they put so much pressure on themselves that sometimes they get, it's like they're in their own little bubble, and I got to kind of get them out, and it's about the team, and they've done that. They've done a good job. Sorry, Ben, I can't hear you.
Okay,
No, I know, I got you.
Yeah, going with the smaller lineup, do you think, you were talking about how you guys, the more reps they get, the better they are at it?
Yeah, I just think we haven't done a lot of it. I think we haven't had a lot of 5-on-5 practice because we've kind of tried to rest them so that we're a little bit more fresher in February, getting the guys some minutes off, not going as hard, not going as long. Yeah, not as many reps. And then when Sam was out for 2 days, it just kind of, we can do some things. It's just they've got to work at it and got to get better at it. I don't know if my first year we did it a lot. We played four guards a lot. When Alex broke his leg or had the stress fracture, we went to Utah State and went on the road, and we just played four guards. And we just ran strong and just moved the ball and played off of Cam, and we can do that with Tim. We just got to get some reps at it. This group hasn't any reps. But I thought this group did a good job at the end, breaking the pressure, getting the ball to the right people, and making free throws.
Coach, can you talk about where you are standings-wise and the significance of your position right now in the league standings?
Well, I just think that we're going one step in the journey. We got a lot of games left. I like where we are. I like the way my team's playing. We've emphasized, since our last two home games that we got to take care of home and the rest of the way, and hopefully we'll continue to play well on the road. I think this group really likes to play on the road. They like to be the chip on the shoulder, the villain, if you'd like to say. They enjoy it. I just hope that we continue to play a little bit better at home. I think we can play a little bit better at home, but I think we just have to relax a little bit. But I like where we are. I'm proud of what they've done. And the credit goes to them because they've listened. And it's like I said last game, if they listen to the game plan, what defenses we want them in, what offenses we want to run, we don't have to do a lot.
Nevada lost at home today, so really, you're only half game out of first place. With everything that's going on,
Do I like where we are?
yeah.
I like where we were. I like where we are right now to where we were 10 days ago. And we've had a lot of adversity, and I got to credit my staff. I got to credit my managers. I got to credit my ops guy and Ryan Berriman. I got to credit Nesbitt, who's a graduate. I got to, my staff's kept it together. We've weathered the adversity with our team, and it's, my biggest thing is we're going to do this together, and that's the only thing we can do. And if we don't do it together, then that's on us. But I like where we are. I like what we're doing. I like that they listen. I like that they're doing what we're trying to do as far as scouting and how we want to play. So I'm proud of them. I said it earlier, but they've made some great strides, guys. They've made some great strides. Not guys and ladies. They've made some great strides.
You guys had 12,500 in the fit tonight, second biggest of the year, and there was a sequence there where they had cut it down to 62-61. Damian Jefferson hits a three, Tim Williams gets a block, Elijah Brown layup. And
Is this part of your attendance piece, or is this just a piece for the paper?
It will be.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I prefaced which it is, so I'm answering for the game or for your piece.
So in that sequence in the game,
Yes.
the crowd's into it. The players are looking at the crowd, cheering on.
Yeah.
Feeding off the crowd.
Yeah.
Did you sense in that moment that the crowd was certainly back on your side in that moment, and the crowd was feeding off of what was going on the court, as opposed to the last time you guys played in the pit?
I'm going to be really, really political correct. Really, really proud of what our crowd did tonight. Really, really proud that there was 12,000, almost 13,000. You can feel it when you're coming down the ramp. And they were the normal crowd that our guys expect, and I think that's the way it'll be Tuesday night, even though it's a 9 o'clock game. I'm just very fortunate to be the coach here, and I know what the expectations are, and I think we're meeting it a little bit better than we had been, and I think they'll be back, and I think they were back tonight. I thought they were really good.
Coach,
Did
did
you
you
see
build
anything
up
around
enough
the
confidence?
players though? In that moment, did you see the players feeding off of it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they having fun when the crowd's doing that?
Yeah. I mean, Jeff, I'm going to be I mean, they come here because we recruit them, and I hope they come here to play for me. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of factors, and our crowd's one of them, and where they get to play is another one. So it's about the program. It's about the standards that we've set for a long time, and hopefully we're going to get back to those. And that's a big factor how we get players. It's a big factor how we have a program. It's a big factor how our school runs and our basketball program. I mean, they're a big part of it, and they're always going to be a big part of it, and they have to understand that. We need them, and you know, we've had a couple tough times, but we're going to give them everything we got, and we're proud to represent them, and that's why those guys wear New Mexico on their jersey.
Coach, Damien didn't get a lot of playing time until late in the second half, and then he comes off the bench and throws up those 7 points in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Why did you insert him there? You know, why didn't he play earlier? What did you just kind of
Coaching. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I got confidence in all my guys on my bench. I just thought he would make a play. He's one of those kids that can create his own shot. I just kind of knew we were in a good situation because they were going to guard him with Herndon. We have a hard enough time guarding with our best defender in practice, so I didn't know if they could guard him with Herndon. That's a tough matchup, and if you give the kid credit, he makes plays, and he's not afraid to make plays. Now, I know he's a little bit upset because he missed 2 free throws, but just mark my word, he's going to be a hell of a player here. And he's going to be a big-time player. He can be an all-league player. And I'm excited that he's here. We're very fortunate to have him. He just made plays. It's just a hunch. It's kind of like you just make an educated guess.
A lot of his minutes came after Sam Longwood looked like he left with a tweaked left knee. Did that have anything
Well, I
to do with
think
it?
Sam didn't leave with the tweak. He's been sick. I think we tried to see if he could go, tried to give him a chance, and sometimes it's hard. I mean, he's been really sick, so I just had to go with somebody because Dane had picked up his 3rd foul, and then we were big, and then they went small, and then we had to put somebody in there. I thought about going with 2 point guards, but some reason I just thought Damon would make plays. He did.
What's the key to getting Utah State second time?
Downstairs. We're in our building.
Coach, you talked about confidence.
Yep.
And obviously you're looking better, you're playing better. Is there a championship feeling in you tonight and in that locker room
Championship feeling about winning the league?
that you can go win the league?
Yeah, I mean, we strive to win the league every year. And, I've told you I thought our team could be really, really good. And I still believe that they can be really, really good. Now, we've got a long way to go. And we got a lot of work to do. But I'm really happy with my team. I'm really proud of my team. And they've done everything I've asked of them. And from being treatments to eating, time, they've done everything. And we've had great leadership in that locker room. Now we've had our bumps in the road, and you guys have wrote about it. We had some major learning things that we had to go through as a group, and we got through them. And it could have went the other way, but it didn't. And that's a credit to those guys.
Utah State, you want to start that part?
Yeah. Are you guys done with this one?
Let me ask one more. Tim Williams.
You sure it's just one more?
Just one more on this game. Tim Williams missed 6 shots in the first half, and I want to know how much of it was to his foot. You said he didn't practice much.
Well, I just think when somebody misses 2 days of practice, I just think you kind of lose the juice to go. I think we just set him out because we wanted to make sure his foot didn't hurt. I think he's fine. I don't think it had anything. I just think he kind of got caught off guard being wide open, and he can make those shots. He's worked his butt off this summer to make those shots, and he's made them all year. They didn't go in, but he can shoot them as far as I'm
But
concerned.
it was more that than they were doing something new that other teams necessarily haven't been doing. I mean, he was open on a lot of those, right?
Wide open, and I want him to shoot all of them. Sometimes you don't make them, sometimes you do, but he can shoot as many as he wants if he's that open. All right, so Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, Utah State. I thought we played very well there the first time. I like their team. They got a really good player in Kobe, the freshman. He's a really good point guard. They've changed their lineup a little bit. Jalen Moore's could be a first-team all-league player. We played really good against them last year here. They give you some different looks. I think the biggest thing for us that we're going to have to work on is they're going to try to junk it up. I think last time they played about 6 different defenses. I think that was what their coach said. They played triangle 2, zone. They threw, as they say it, threw the kitchen sink at Tim Williams. I think we're more versatile. I think Elijah Brown won't be in foul trouble. Knock on wood. And I think we've got some guys that can make plays now other than those 2 guys. I think we got a lot of confidence in a group that can make some plays. Now, we're going to have to continue to guard the line. We're going to have to continue to get back in transition. But we got to continue to play good basketball, winning basketball. And my thing I'm going to say to our guys, it's a new game. I'm going to let them enjoy it. Coaches will work on it tonight. We'll get to work tonight. Get after it in the film room. We'll come up with a good game plan, and then we'll just try to get better as a Lobo team. Now, there's some things they can do that we're going to have to watch, but Jalen Moore gives you a problem because he can go inside and he can go outside. So we're going to have to watch that. Merrill's played really good as a freshman guard. I like their 2 freshman guards. So we're just going to have to play. We need to keep improving. We're not even close to being where we need to be, but the Utah State game will be a great challenge for us. We're looking for another opportunity to play in the pit in front of our home fans, and try to keep playing winning basketball and Lobo basketball. And I think that's what I'm going to keep talking to the guys about.
Connor available tonight?
He's available. Jeff, I just think it's hard for a guy to have been out 10 days and only get a practice and a half. We're going to have to do some more work with him. It was hard, too, because we went small just because they had all the, they got those bigs that can play in a perimeter. But he's going to be a big part of what we do coming down the stretch, but he's available. We just got to get some more time in.
You talked about the advantage of going on the road, how the team kind of found itself again on the road last time. Is it almost harder to come back home and play, just given the pressure that's around here?
Well, I think it's what you want. It's why you come here. It's why I coach here. It's why they play here. I think we have to find a even keel solution. It's like I said, I need to relax. I need to be positive, which I've really tried to do. And I've really tried to give them a lot of confidence and tell them how good they are and what they can do. And then we can't be as high strung. I think sometimes it's tough. I mean, it's a different place, but that's why we're here. I mean, it's what it is, and we're happy it's like that. I mean, I'd much rather be in where we are now than somewhere it really doesn't care at all.
Are you going to request from CBS Sports to get Danny Granger to do more games?
I'd love for Danny to do tons of games. I mean, what he did for our locker room, what he's done for our program, what he is as an ambassador of our program, second to none. And he does a great job on TV. He's great with our players. I'm looking forward to the off season so I can play some golf with him, but he's just a big ambassador to our program. He's one of those guys that you're just extremely proud of. I didn't get to coach him. I've been around him a lot, but that's one thing that's special about this place. We can talk about all the pressure and we can talk about all the stuff these kids go through, but the most amazing thing to me is all these guys come back. And all these guys want to be around here because that's what type of program we are. That's what we strive for. And one thing that we do, I mean, I don't go back to my school, and these guys come back, and it's amazing to me, and it's special that way. So Danny's a big part of what we do. He's always going to be a big part because of what he did here, and he'll always be welcome here. And I hope he does a lot of our games.
Anything else?
Is that fair? I gotta see the doc.